everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have a process video using the whole picture from Scrapbook Generations, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about that sketchbook in just a minute. I am using this Walking on Sunshine paper from Echo Park, and I will have a link below to Scrapbook Generations if you want to pick up this particular kit if it's still available. This yellow paper here that I'm using, I actually picked this up at Tuesday morning. It was one of those packs of like 25 sheets of paper, all of the same color. And it was, I think, from the Pinstripe and Petticoat. And it's like yellow on one side and I believe navy on the other side. And I figured that those were two colors that I would probably get a lot of use out of. So I went ahead and picked up that 25 pack. And then this paper is from Project Life, and I actually picked this up again at Tuesday morning. I'll try to see if I can link it below as well. It was one of those paper packs that just had like small prints on them, and so I added that because I wanted to have something in the background besides this really busy paper that I'm about to put down. So I'm looking through the papers, and the photos that I'm going to be using are again from my friend's album that I'm working on, and these are photos from her birthday back in June of 2013. And with the whole picture sketchbook from Scrapbook Generations, it is a paid sketchbook, so I don't feel comfortable putting up the sketch at the top like I normally do. But the whole focus of the sketchbook is all of the photos in the sketchbook are 4x6. And so there's no need to cut them down. And it is on my wish list to get the whole picture volume 2 because I have used this sketchbook quite a bit and I really do love it. I did have this one extra photo. The sketch itself called for 5 photos, but I really wanted to add this extra little photo of the little one running in the water. So I did go ahead and cut that down because I thought that having that photo at a 4x6 would kind of distract from the rest of the layout. And there was a lot of dead space with the water and the ocean and things like that in the background. So I didn't feel like I needed that. I'm going to adhere everything down. I'm using my T-square ruler, and I did pick this ruler up on Amazon, and I will link that below as well for you guys. So there are times when the paper just doesn't line up, and I'm like, it doesn't bother me that it's off by like 1/4 of an inch. The page protectors are sitting in a 3-ring binder, so it doesn't really matter that they're off just a little hair. So I usually end up trimming it off and not worrying too much about it. So I wanted to tell you guys, and thank you so much for all of the wonderful comments that you guys left me on my last video. I asked for some suggestions, and I am starting to incorporate those suggestions into my layouts and into my process videos. I have got through about half of the comments because I do read each and every one of them, but sitting down and actually commenting on them does take a little bit longer because I do like to interact with you guys and have conversation with you. So I've got through about half of them. I'm trying to get through the rest of the half this week so I can have all of those response back to you guys. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much because I was kind of feeling like I wasn't providing for you guys and not giving you what you needed, but overwhelmingly, you guys told me that you enjoy my videos, you enjoy the double page layouts, you enjoy the process that I do, as well as some of the backstory as well. So I'm going to continue doing all of those things. And then there were a few suggestions, and I really appreciate those. And I have started working on some of them that are going to take a little bit longer to incorporate, and then others that I'm going to go ahead and incorporate right away because they were simple fixes here. So this punch is from Stampin' Up, and I believe you can also purchase a very similar punch at Hobby Lobby. I did see that punch, of course, after I bought the Stampin' Up one, The only difference, and what I do really like about the Stampin' Up! One is it does lay flat and close up, so it does have that, whereas the one from Hobby Lobby does not have that feature. So it's really preference. Hobby Lobby one is significantly cheaper because you can get it when they're on sale. They run, because it is a Paper Studio brand, so they run those sales all the time, or you can use a coupon, whereas Stampin' Up! Is usually doesn't have sales, and you have to pay shipping, and so it is a little bit more expensive. So if it is something that you definitely need, you need that space of being able to close it up, I would recommend the Stampin' Up! One. But if that doesn't matter to you, I'd go with a cheaper option. I do have a couple of friends that have those, and they have had no problems with them. The Paper Studio does usually have a pretty good brand with their products. So let's get back to the video. The video got cut off, but the only thing that you missed was me putting down the title, and the title is Kickback. There's that little green, it's kind of a interesting title, and I really love the way that it came out. So there's a little green oval that says Kickback, and then there's the sticker that says Relax, and it has a palm tree on it, and then I put a wood veneer, and so my title is Kickback and Relax. And I just love the way that all came together, and I was able to pull that together. Those all came from the sticker sheet, except for the wood veneer. The Kickback and the Relax came from the sticker sheet from this Walking on Sunshine. If you do pick up the collection kit, it does come with those stickers as well. So you could use that title if you would like. So this sketch called for a bunch of banners up there at the top. And I really wanted to make this banner work, and I just love the way that it came out. You may notice that I do sometimes squeeze my paper together. It's because the cuts have to be really precise. They have to be exactly 2 inches. And sometimes when you cut it on really any trimmer, you could be off just by a hair. And by doing that, it doesn't fit. So right there, you can see that I just kind of pinched it together a little bit because I'm lazy and I don't want to bring out my trimmer and recut it. So you could just recut it and, just cut off that little piece, or you could just bend it. It works both ways. And it's not enough that it creases the paper or anything like that. So I just used several of the different pieces from the kit and just some colors. I tried to get as many solids as possible. I do have that blue with the different arrows in it, and I kind of like that. That's the only one that has some pattern on it. The red polka dot is a pattern, but it kind of reads as a solid. And so to finish up that piece up there, I went ahead and added this sticker that says Life is Good, and then I put the sun next to it and cut that in half so it kind of looked like the sun was maybe behind some clouds or something like that. And then I pulled out my embellishment books to get a few different pieces to add to this, and I found this orange tag that says Life is Better in Flip-Flops, which, if you're a Floridian, that is so very true. I found these 2 little tiny clouds, so I added those up there to the sun, and I really like the way that kind of brings that true life beach feel to it. Over here on the left hand side, I'm working on my cluster, and that little gold sticker says Happy Day, and I added a gold wood veneer, or a wood veneer that has XO on it in gold. And then I had this paper clip that I took off the enamel shape, and it's one of those emojis that have sunglasses on, which I thought was perfect. And then I'm using this little piece here. I got this from Tuesday Morning, which I believe it's a Project Life. It's for planners. So it might be, I'll have to look and see if I can find it. It is just little Post-it notes in different banners. So I added one little more yellow one just to add to the top there. And then you notice that I glued those little flip-flops down. They did rip a little bit when I pulled them from my embellishment book. And so I just used a little liquid adhesive to make sure that it stayed down because it ripped off some of the backing of the adhesive part. So now I'm just adding a few more embellishments. I add a couple of puffy hearts in blue and yellow. I add some geotags. I actually pulled out my bling, which I'm trying to, now that I've kind of unpacked and started packed all my scrapbooking stuff up, and now I'm unpacking it. I'm finding all of this fun things that I was like completely forgot about. So I pulled out some of my bling in orange and used that as well around the layout. And that is it for this one. I love the way that it came out. It's a summer layout, but not overly summer colors, I think. So I think that it turned out really cute and I really like it. And I think that my friend will as well. So here is my final layout and some close-up shots. If you guys haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layouts, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's all you're going to get on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And if you have any comments for me, just make sure you leave those down below. I do read each and every one of them, and I appreciate each and one of my subscribers. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.